Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's me, your girl IJ, and this is IJ Designs. In today's tutorial, I'm going to show to you guys how I made this lovely skirt and blouse. You can rock it as skirt and blouse, or you can rock it as a wrapper, the modern two wrapper, but it's skirt under. So please, if you want to learn it, grab your popcorn, sit by and watch what I will do. So without wasting much time, you need things for this tutorial. You need your tape, you need your scissors, you need your hip curve, you need your stretch ruler, you need your pins, and also you need the calculator to divide the waist circumference and the hip circumference. So without wasting much time, let's get drafting. Have you subscribed to my channel? Yes, you. Have you? If you have not, please just take a minute. Subscribe to my channel. Comment, like, and share my videos. And also, if this tutorial will be helpful to you, give me a thumbs up. And don't forget to always pass by my channel to see what I have for you. So guys, let's get drafting. So what are the measurements that I need for this tutorial? The waist of my client is waist 47 and the hip is hip 57. It's a plus size. So let's get drafting. As you can see on my table, you've seen the material that we are going to use. The material is already a George material that is being designed at the bottom of it. So the bottom side have been taken care of. So now I folded this in two. I folded this material in two with the hip circumference. That is the 57 hip circumference. That is what I used in folding this material. So now let's get drafting. The length of the skirt is 42 and this is 42. From here to here is 42. But I'm not going to mark at 42 because I'm going to use 1.5 inch as the band of the skirt. So I'm going to minus 1.5 from the 42. So I'll be left with 40.5. Remember, the down part of it doesn't need any allowance because it has been taken care of with the design that is on it. So now I'm going to be left with 40.5. That is where my mark will start. 40.5 and not 42. Because of the waistband. So the length from the waist to the hip is 9, but I'm going to mark it at 7.5 because of the band that we minus 1.5. That's 7.5. From the waist to the knee is 20, but I'm going to mark 18.5 because of what you have taken up. Then I'll get to the bottom of the cloth. That is 40.5. Now, we have done the vertical and let's also do the horizontal. Now, the waist is 47. I always use my calculator to make my measurements in order to be correct. 47 divided by 4 is 11.75. So I'm going to place my tape at 11.75 here. Remember, the skirt is going to have a dart. I'm going to use 1 inch for the darts. I'll add 1 inch. For the dart, 1/2 inch, both sides. And also 1 inch seam allowance. So altogether, I will have 13.75. Okay, let's make it 14. I'll cut off the remaining allowances if I don't need it while sewing. Let's make it 14. To be on the safe side, let's make it 14. So come to the waist. The waist is 57. 57 divided by 4. You will have 14.25. Let's make it 14.5 to get our measurement correct. Then 14.5 is here. 14.5 plus is I'll give it 1 inch ease, or I'll give it half an inch ease. No, let's make it 1 inch because it's going to have a lining, so that the lining will also take the space, its own space. So 1 inch seam allow 1 inch ease plus 1 inch seam allowance. So altogether now I have 16.75. That is what is here. 16.75. That is what I have. Then at this 16.7, I'll come to the knee. Remember the knee. In order for the person to walk, or for the skirt to be fitted, I minused 1.5 from the hip. Here I had 16.75. So here I minus 1.75. So what I'm going to be left with is 15. I kept it on 15. And this 15 I'll bring down to the hem of my fabric, 15 inches. I don't want it to be too deep, so that is why I just put away the 1.75 allowance. So now let's connect it. Use your hip cuff to connect. From here, you connect to here. And from here, you connect down. And here you go with your straight ruler down. Now I have connected every point. So let's cut. Remember here, because I left, I'm going to use the front to cut the back, but I'm going to go down here because of this under the stomach. I'm going to go down with half an inch for the skirt to lap. So I'm going to use this to curve. But I'm not going to cut at this now. I'm going to cut straight because I'm going to use this front to cut the back. Then afterwards, I'm going to remove this half an inch. That's the front panel. The front panel has been cut. Then I'm going to use this front panel to cut the back panel. Now let's fold. Now the front panel, I will place it so. Remember your zip allowance at the back. I will go with 1 inch zip allowance at the back. Inch seam allowance. See? Okay, let me leave it to 1.5 because I'm going to turn it with the lining. 1.5 seam allowance. Adjust it to get your 1.5, and here 1.5. Placing this here. Now it's time to cut out the back panel. Let's cut the back panel. Just place the front panel. The calculation is meant for the front panel. After that, you fold your fabric again into 2. Give 1 inch space at the behind for the zip, or 1.5. It depends on what you want at the back of it. Then you cut it out. Now let's cut the back panel. let's cut the back panel. Our back panel is now ready, so just open it up. Yeah, and now we can cut off the 1/2 inch at the front. Remember, the 1/2 inch will go down. Now we have to cut it out. Yeah, now our skirt is ready. Now for the dart, how do you determine the dart? The nipple to nipple of my client is 10. 10 divided by 2 is 5 plus 1/2 inch. That is 5.5. So here I'm going to notch here 5.5, and also give from each of the sides. I will take 1/2 inch. I'm making this so that when I get to this machine, it will be easy for me. 1/2 inch here, 1/2 inch here, 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch. Then I'll come down by 5 inches in the front, and at the back 4 inches. So the skirt panel is ready. Now our panels are ready. That is the front panel, and that is the back panel of the skirts. Thank you guys for watching. In my next tutorial, I'm going to show to you how to put it together. That is how to sew it. I'm going to use this tool to cut out also the lining. Then I will now start sewing it. Then I'm going to show to you how I sew it in my next video. I remain your girl, IJ. Please, if you have not subscribed to my channel, kindly subscribe, like, and comment on my videos. You will not regret passing or stopping by my channel. I love you guys. See you in my next video. Bye.